you being, in a way, so that we can and the listeners at home can hear you. So let's start with the newly elected chairperson, Mr. Mokakatla. Just for those that don't know you, how can you describe yourself?
Or to all the listeners, and again, hi to the watermelon gang. My people, I'll never let them alone, obviously. My name is Mokakatla Masekela. I'm not born and bred here.
Yeah.
I'm from Limpopo, in a place, small village called Morowala, So, but in Alexander, I think I came here, I think 5 years ago. I do have big families here, so I was just in and out, but I did come here kind of like permanently for the past 3 years. I mean, 2 to 5 years.
Yeah. So what else do we need to know about you?
Me?
Yeah. I know it gets really tricky when you have to tell people about yourself, but what else do we need to know? Is there anything interesting that we need to know about you? Or I
yeah.
You're here in Alex. Yeah.
In brief, I call myself as a community servant. So for work, I will say I work at Alex. And I also have a lot of projects in Alexander that deals with education and other entrepreneurial endeavors. So that's pretty much
all about you, brief about you. Yeah, interesting. But we have spoken to Lebogang before, but she's never been to studio. So now that we have her here, so you can also just take us through just talk us through who is Lebogang.
Actually, it's my first time being here. I've seen a lot of people
in studio.
Yeah. I was never invited. I'm kidding. So Lebogang, I was born and bred here. I love my community and I enjoy serving Batba Alexander. I actually like to see the little developments that are actually happening within the community, and that really excites me. I talk about Alex with my friends, Badulang, Sentini at work. They know. I'm not even ashamed to say that this is where I come from. And this is the club or the organization that I'm part of. So that is purely much me.
Okay, Tia, anything that you're doing, or you maybe don't want to talk about anything outside Run Alex that you do?
Outside of Run Alex?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a corporate girl. I'm working for a mining company in finance department.
Oh, okay. So great. Now that we know you guys, let's get into the details. Let's get in. Now that is out of the way, let's get into the details and speak to the newly elected chairperson. And honestly, what really interested you to want to be, or rather take this role that you have right now as the chairperson of Run Alex?
Look, for now, to be honest, I love challenges, and I've been in the executive team for probably 4 years. I was a VC to Ms. Mogotlane for 2 consecutive terms, even before I took a role as an additional member dealing with the support part of the club, and that was early on, where when we tried to figure out how we're going to make our support activities at least big 100%, and I think from there, that's when you get to then meet other members who are willing to assist to make that happen, and that's why even today, as a club, I think we are doing that very well, and we are even collaborating with other races or even other clubs to do that perfectly. So it was obvious to me, obviously, that I'll be next, but I think I was ready, and because also I knew what the amount of work that needs to be done, and the team that was there by that time, I understood where their mind is and what they are also aspire to see this organization achieve. So my part, I had to play my part to any level that I could, and even now I'm happy and truly honored for the confidence that I received from the team for electing me as the new chairperson.
You spoke. I'm glad that you mentioned the fact that you were serving under the leadership of Lebogang, and she's here. So Lebogang, I'm gonna need you to take us back to your time when you were still in that position, and really, what would you say is your highlight from the time when you were leading this group?
He always had that leadership capabilities that he carried with him. The passion, the love for the organization, more especially the kids. It's amazing. The things that he does, even outside of the club, like he's mentioned, he's doing a lot of projects that are not really self-serving, but they are serving the community. So that is the kind of leadership that he carries with him, which is something that is very rare to find anywhere else. So yeah, that is basically much. And his resilience, he's always pushing. He doesn't sleep, by the way. When he says that he really does work for Run Alex, he really does work for Run Alex. I could not think of anybody else but him taking on the leadership role as Run Alex chairperson.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take it back so that we get to what I really wanted from you, is talking about your time as the chair, and that your experience as the chair, and what are really, would you say, are your highlights?
Sure. So with me, when I started, I had no experience at all with running a running club or anything like that. The support that I have received from individuals, the Run Alex members and people that said, "You've got this, we've got you," meant so much for me. My highlights was actually registering.
The first official race.
Not even, just having a club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a registered club that's recognized with CGA, and then having the juniors program, which has now moved from just athletics to now it also has the reading programs. Then hosting the race, and also with the proceeds of the race, ensuring that all the kids from our club are able to attend all these other events that are through CGA, be it cross country and track and field.
Running.
Yeah, without having to pay a cent to travel there, because then if that is the case, then we might just be looking at taking 2 kids, because not all the parents can afford that. There's a lot of events, but with the funding and the raise proceeds, we're able to make money so that the club operations can still continue, and they are sustainable. And not just that, during my term, we were able to empower the coaches. They took on some coaching courses, and as you can see that the kids are excelling is through those coaches. And not just that, we have employed, we are able to pay stipends of 5 people. Is it 5? Yeah, I think it's 4. No, sorry, 4. 2 coaches. Others are just looking after our resources of the club, and someone that actually does come and prepare food for the kids after the running. So they come, and every Saturday and Sunday there's somebody there that's just dedicating their time to make food for the kids. So those are my highlights. And not just that, we are able to provide the meals every Saturday and Sunday to the kids after their training. And for me, that is what we've always wanted, and more. So we've ventured into not just a running club, but into something bigger than a running club, which is community development.
Yeah, I think just listening to you speak, and it also kind of gave me a picture of how big the project is and the work that goes into it. I guess sometimes when you guys are running and hosting these races that you are hosting, and you have all this number of kids that you are serving, and you're not even asking anything from them, it then kind of give me, and I do know somebody kind of get the idea of how much of work is required from you guys, and financial strength is required from you guys, to pull this whole things together. That mean that goes into making sure that every child is well taken care of, the food is ready, everything is ready. I know there's a kid that I was really familiar with who used to come home with a lot of running shoes. Those are really expensive shoes. The most talented child in Alex doesn't afford that. They only have talent. They don't have money to even buy probably the most, let's say, the cheapest one. They don't even afford the cheapest one. But for them to even have that feeling of saying, I'm opening this new pair of shoes, means something. It does something to these kids. You get to see it, and even when you ask them, that they are really excited. So there is a lot of work that goes into the project, in this project, and the work that you guys are doing. And we truly see you. If you ever feel like you're not doing anything, you are doing something. I am telling you now that I have a child that I'm really familiar with, that's part of the Run Alex, and she's really good, Tandega. And she's really good, and I've seen her, and you guys are doing an amazing job. I think I saw it through her that you guys are doing really, really amazing. So if you're feeling discouraged, just know that you're doing something really, really amazing, and to just take your time and just decide to you're going to take care of other kids. Lona, you have other things that you're doing. You probably so it's not like running, you're just doing it to stay healthy and fit and all of that, but to take care of those kids, you can choose to not to, but you chose to, right?
So just to add on your point is that, credit obviously it's given to the leadership, right? But to be honest, Ranalex is doing a lot of work. It has programs and it has internal structures, teams that makes this thing happen. Just like in every running club, it has to be it has to have the structures. Just like in company, it has to have HR, payroll, and so on. So even us, we have the technical team, we have the junior structures, and we also have the finance, and we have the comms. Without that, those things, then the whole ship will collapse. So all people who are committed to lead those subcommittees are the future leaders that we see running Alex. This is not ours. Ours is to make sure that the mission and the vision is still intact, and then so that whoever comes after, then they know the mandate, and then the objective of all the problems that we're building and the other coming programs, so that they can take it forward. So the teams, kudos to them, and then the support is very, very recognized everywhere, and without them, I think we wouldn't have achieved this. So every program, every project, it has teams within it. So you find that yes, we have a 100 membership base, but within that 100 membership base, there's a lot of people who knows they are responsible or participate in some way, and we do encourage participation, because we want to stand by the definition of more than a running club, because we are a community first organization, and up to so far things are looking good, and we appreciate everyone who's within the structure and everyone who's watching from the fence, that they can see that if I want to associate myself with Ranalex, this is the type of things that I would be aligned with, and I can proudly say I'm part of Ranalex, and I contributed my part, the skill set and whatever they do in their own professional life, without thinking of any incentive, because we don't think about those things.
Yeah, that's what happens when you serve the community. You don't think about the incentive. So there's a lot to talk about. So we're going to take a quick breather and a break. When we come back, we'll continue the conversation with Run Alex, the upcoming race, and a lot more from the newly elected chairperson, to find out what his goals are for his term. So that is coming up. But yeah, before we do that, let's just wish Lebogang a happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Lebogang. You guys are doing an amazing. It's your birthday and you're here.
And I'm here.
Oh my God.
When I got the text, I'm like, oh, but it's my birthday.
Yeah.
I'll still show up. And I'm still here.
Thank you so much and happy birthday to you. So we're going to take a quick breather. When we come back, we'll continue with the conversation. Stay tuned. 3 minutes after 6 o'clock right here on Alex FM 89.1. And we are still, still joined in studio by the newly elected chairperson of Run Alex, that is Mokakatla Masekela. And we'll also have the race director, that is Lebogang Mogotlane, in studio. So right now, let's talk to you, Chair, about your goals. What is it that you would like to achieve in your term?
I think up to this point, we have done so much, and one thing at Run Alex is that we are not in a hurry to do anything that we see outside or copy someone else. We just work based on the development from the ground of whatever we see that needs to be fixed within the community. So with the development and with the juniors, and then with the Read Alex, which are fairly new, and with the club itself, I think for myself is just to make sure that the club keep on its culture. We have this unique culture in Run Alex that a lot of people probably this Komorandi kind of like culture, which it has worked best for us, and we have to protect that at all cost. And secondly, is just to make sure that all the programs that we have invested on, they grow to where they are today, right? And especially this coming one, which is the official race, which has a lot of things embedded on it, the legacy programs and the gym and so on. So those things are not formal, they are not actually new, but they come from what is already been actually started from the club side. So if you see a gym, meaning a gym, it's related to the athletic part. If you see a holiday program, meaning that it's aligned with it's aligned with the Read Alex. So for us, it's just to take them to those programs to the next level. Either right now, for instance, the Read Alex, it might have between 50 to 60 kids, So what we need to do is make sure that all the youth or the kids in Alex, they know about it, and even the junior program. So even the junior athletics program, it has it's the same amount of kids that are coming from that are also part of the Read Alex. So we just need to make sure that now, since we are focusing on the track and field and now exposing them to the road running, we go with them, we take them, we support them so that they can go to the next level, So for the athletics part, I think I talked about the culture and the sort of that sort of a Komorandi experience. It's just to make sure that we maintain it, and then it's a source of strength to us and what keeps us going. And we have other programs on the roadmap, obviously, but those they will be introduced when the time is right. But for now, is to make sure that whatever we've managed to build, we maintain it, protect it, and then take and grow it from where it is today.
That's fantastic. Now that you've mentioned the race that is coming now, we have the race director here, Lebogang Mogotlane. Let's talk about the role that you have. What does it incorporate? What do you do as a race director before we get into the upcoming race?
So I just have to ensure that the race happens, and it's successful. Where there's, but having all controls in place, ensuring that there's GMPD, ensuring that there's security on the road, ensuring that there's water and everything. It's just to ensure that basically just ensuring that the race is successful.
So basically, all the departments, be it safety or other departments, they are all tied to you. So you need to make sure that all these departments are working.
Functioning.
Oh,
Correct,
yeah. Okay, we get it. Now let's talk about the upcoming race. The 2025 Adreach Alex 10 kilometer rather. Let's talk about this. Get us into what to expect next year, and if the preparation have already started. entries are not, they are open right now. So get us into the details.
I am judging you already.
Because
because then it means for our register.
no, but now there's no way I will not be there. There's no way. There's no way.
Entries are out. So if you haven't entered, please do so. You can find our entries on www.runalex.co.za. There is a link there where you can register yourself. There's a 5 and 10 case. You're going to enjoy yourself. Actually, like I mentioned earlier, the whole point we are having this race is so that we can generate funding so that the club is sustainable. Or else then all these things, the nice things that we've mentioned, they're not going to be happening because then there's no funding or anything that's keeping it sustainable. So if you are entering, just do know that you are making a difference in a lot of people's lives within Alexandra.
So last year's theme, you had a theme. So let's talk about this next year's theme. I mean this year's theme. Let's talk about next year's theme. What's the theme? Do you guys have a theme for next year?
So
It is still explore
Alex,
Alexandra.
okay.
Yeah, but then now that the exploring has, while you explore, then there is the legacy project also that's there. And with the legacy projects, we are looking at 2. One that's going to be serving Run Alex, and then the other one which is just purely looking at the community. And there's 2, which is the holiday program for the Run Alex juniors. That one is just going to be an educational program during school holidays, because as you know, bana ba rona mo locationeng, and
Yes.
it should not be like that. It should really not be like that. It should continue. I think another issue within our community, as we know, so there is no space for you to learn. So we're saying that Gadi holiday programs, you can come. There will be things like chairs, coding.
He does the coding.
That's
his
yeah.
yeah.
And other things, public speaking. So when the kids take part in such programs, then they will know what is it that they want to do or what they want to venture into. So that is just giving them an opportunity to actually know, no, this is for me, this is not for me. So yeah, that's something we're looking forward to seeing. And I mean, if you're looking at it in the next 5 to 6 years, those kids are going to be graduating. Some of them are going to be graduating and being something, and then coming back again to Alex to give back what we did, or even more, and also we are on the legacy projects. There is also the gym, community gym, that's going to be open or available for every member of the community to use, because as we all know, gym fees
Are really expensive.
They're very, very expensive. Some people are not, they don't like running, but they still want to keep fit. There'll be aerobics and other things within the gym. So like I said, if you enter, that's what if you do enter the race, and there is also the option for you to donate. You don't like, there is as little as 10 rands, I think.
yeah, throughout
Your
registration journey.
Yeah, so as you enter, there is that option for you to also donate. As you donate, just know that money is going through the legacy projects, and it's going to be doing all those things that I have mentioned. Part of the gym will be to employing the community members that are not employed, that would know how to train people on certain things that we're going to be offering at the gym.
Yeah, but I also love something that you spoke a little bit about, and we were on off air, that we spoke a lot about the juniors, and I guess you were saying that you were maybe not saying much about the older ones that wants to be a part of the club, because as much as we are community builders, we also want to keep the community healthy. So for them to also come and be a part of Run Alex, I guess that's basically what you wanted to touch on.
Yeah, so you asked what my highlights were.
Yes.
And that was it. because then you find people like myself and others that had never ran before and taking this challenge to go run a 5-kilometer race, a 10, a comrades marathon. It takes a lot. Running is not easy. It's not easy. So it takes a lot of commitment. It takes and you grow. You literally grow. I mean, you started from 5 kilometers to 42, and once you do that, you can basically just do anything in life. Once you start doing those, you know, you have a program. With running, you have a program to say, eat like this, don't do this. If you start your life like that, you have grown, you have developed yourself entirely. We saw people doing their first comrades at the age of 50 within Run Alex, and yet the world tells us that your dreams yeah, but that's not what we saw. We saw people doing their firsts. You know, for others going to Durban through Run Alex was their first time. So it's such things that you see that other people take for granted. There is also self-development for Batabaho.
Yeah, so how about Babaholo? I don't know, you said 55, but when I was running this year, there was an older man who's older than 55, Harifikapo Isbek, that was running next. I still have a video of him that I took, and I was so tired because I was used to running 5 kilometers. The 5 kilometer mark, I'm like, yo, beyond this, I would be fighting for my life. Plus the uphill, and it was just so difficult. But that man kept on saying, "Hi, my sister, and he's so old. Let me tell you, he's just so old. He was and he finished, and he literally did finish. I remember he was awarded something, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, for his age category, because he was the oldest in the race. So these are the things that keeps people going. So it is necessary for people to be a part of such things. So not if you enter, you must enter and come experience it. But I do know a lot of people that wanted to be a part of it, but I think last time it was sold out or something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, but they will be a part of it.
That's why they have to register now.
Now. So that they are not locked outside, right? Okay, no, now I'm going to register when we are done doing this show. Both for Run Alex, running Coca weekend, and also for the race. So definitely doing that.
And we are promising a great experience. I mean, it's a bigger venue.
Yeah.
You can bring your kids, Batswadi, anybody. You can come. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And try to stand out also, okay?
Yeah.
Try to stand out.
Look really
fly.
I was so jealous this year. I was so jealous. Yo, the buses were so beautiful. People really look beautiful. But next time I'm coming very strong.
Get your own bus. Please gather your people. Gather your people.
I'll get my own bus. Yeah, but before we close it, Mokakatla, do you have anything that you would like to share with the listeners in terms of what to expect next year? And also, I know there's a couple of things that happened, and we have like less than 3 minutes. You can just give us a lot of things that have changed this year. What's coming for the race?
For the race,
Yes.
I have a role in the race community also. So I do the technical part of it, and which includes the route planning and so on. So I think we really are grateful for the collaboration with the local organization.
Yep.
I love as far as the Taxi Association or the councillors and so on. You know, initially there was a lot of questions and stigma around Alex in terms of when we do our fund run, it's like, how is it this thing gonna happen? Alexander doesn't have space and so on. So, but we've removed that from on the way. But what I can say, the route is still the same, but you're gonna do it in a more reverse way. We removed that here that people were crying about it. Yeah, from 8. So, but all in all, I think for us from the AC part, our membership is open, and it's only 7 and I'm just saying here, right? So,
You are more than welcome
membership
to
is
do it.
open for 2025. We encourage community. We would love to see community members participate or being part of Run Alex, because, as you said, with the experience that we had with the timer. So that's the type of support and motivation that you will find in the road running space and in competition in your life forever. So for us, we are ready for 2025 as a club. We are ready for 2025 as the race from the race committee perspective. I have my team leadership. This is part of it. I have Sama also here, which is the head of events, and I think they are also ready and happy and can't wait to get on. Get on with the mission of making the organization bigger and better, but with one objective to make Alexander a better place again.
Yeah, man, that's just that, and yeah, but we'll keep you updated as time goes. The entry, the boots, yeah. Also, not about Patia Pasiaka or move. I'm going to have a bus here, the first time runners. So this one is going to be one of my Tabakiti Malena. So she's definitely going to enter half it's always a show and Kausan or enter Elana. So I'm going to enter for my people. So we definitely my bus here the first time. Yeah. So that will be my bus. But that's why we're gonna wrap it up and make way for Malibeko Sadiki from 7 to 9 p.m. on Alex FM Talk. So we'll be back tomorrow on a Thursday, talking Disky Thursday. UEFA Champions League.